your reaction when you drove around those neighborhoods and saw the damage last night?
Pretty much in shock. I was surprised. I live in a different part of Cottage Grove that didn't have anywhere near that kind of damage. So when I got the call that said there was, significant damage on the west side of Cottage Grove, I went over there and it blew me away, literally.
What do you think? So, what's the plan moving forward? What was your immediate action, and kind of what's the long term? I know between immediately opening the roads and doing the curbside pickups. What's on the agenda?
Well, right now there's about we had 12 homes that were damaged in some way, shape, or form. One of them, which was damaged beyond repair, so it's uninhabitable. So when we first had the storm, of course, is safety. We wanted to make sure everybody was safe. And I guess the good news at this point, we had nobody injured. We did have a lot of sparked fires and things like that were happening throughout the community because we had multiple power lines down, poles snapped, both from the trees falling on them, but even some that were just clipped, which is something I haven't seen in our community in the past. And then right now it's just a matter of going through and making sure we caught all the streets. We're working very closely actually with our partners in Washington County who have been bringing some people in, some trucks in so that we could start hauling the stuff off of the curbs and making sure that the roads and the driveways in some of these private residences that people can get in and out.
Right. I've never heard of a city declaring a state of emergency.
Oh, really? Yeah. No, we've done it before when we've had like flooding along the Mississippi River where we've had to close roads and things like that. In this particular case, we did one many years ago when we had some water concerns with PFAS. But this one is the first for me that I can remember, and I've been mayor for 16 years, where I had to do something as it relates to a storm event like this.
What does this trigger? What is the effect of declaring a state of emergency?
Well, what it does is it actually we then can work with the county. There could be the possibility that the county would declare their own state of emergency, and then there's a level of expense. So if you get to a certain level of expense, then there might be an opportunity for us to qualify for some FEMA funds to help with whether it's a cleanup. All of our public works employees that came in last evening and again today, obviously a lot of people are going to be in overtime, and we have a great crew, but it would be some of that kind of information or that kind of stuff.
And what do you expect to happen at the meeting you called this morning?
Well, our staff's going to give us an update on kind of where everything is at right now. Some of the numbers I was just sharing with you, how many people are still without power, kind of the next phases as we go forward here to make sure everything gets cleaned up, if you will, within our community, and then making sure we didn't miss any homes. Maybe somebody didn't call, or maybe there's something out there. And then at that particular point, we'll do the declaration of emergency just to be official, which kind of I'll sign the paper, and we'll just keep tabs now, if you will, for the expense piece of it. I do know our community next to us, St. Paul Park. I just literally spoke moments ago with the mayor, Keith Franke, and parts of St. Paul Park, which abut Cottage Grove, have damage also. And so they're in the process of looking to declare a state of emergency in their particular case too.